Hey, how's everyone doing today? Okay, so today we're going to talk about boosting your immune system. The average person carries out about 30 pounds of toxins in their digestive tract, starting from their esophagus into their large intestine, small intestine, and out into their rectum, also in their belly. So the great thing about kefir, what it does is actually gets in there and it pulls out all of the bad bacteria. Okay, kefir is a probiotic, which is a good bacteria. A lot of you all know that I wrote the book, The Complete Kefir Guide to Health, Weight Loss, and Beauty. Since then, I've actually put it into a program. So I do have a course, and you can get a subscription to this course. And it's $33 a month, but I go in there and I have recipes, actually over 65 recipes in there, and I have lots of different videos, and it's just really a great community to be involved in on a daily basis, especially if you're someone who's into healing, you're into the holistic lifestyle. As far as a lot of y'all know, I don't even take vitamins. I don't take vitamins, protein powders. I just eat really clean. And my little 3-year-old over there. What are you building? Are you building something? He's over there building with his blocks. All I do is take kefir, okay? And the reason is because I have the strongest immune system ever. I am so strong. A lot of y'all know I turn 50 in just about a month and a half. And literally, it's amazing. I do work out on a daily basis, to be able to build like muscle mass and make sure my belly stays flat. But honestly, if I did not take kefir every single day and build those good probiotic, the good bacteria, build up the probiotic in my system, there is no way that I would be this healthy, this strong. A lot of y'all know as well, I have 3 children, 15, 17, and a 3-year-old, and I feel amazing. I just say the proof is in the pudding, right? Okay, so what I'm going to talk about is what probiotics are. I wrote this in my book, The Difference Between Prebiotics and Probiotics, and why it literally is so important to take to build your immune system. Especially nowadays, I talked about this yesterday with the pandemic going on. It's so important, oh my goodness, to keep our bodies strong, right? To be able to fight off any kind of infection, any kind of bad bacteria, any kind of virus, I just say, um, I mean, I know I'm so deliberate about kefir, but in my head, I think to myself, if you have kefir grains, right? All you have to do is ferment them every single day. I'm actually going to grab my grains right now so I can show you all. All right. Hang on right there. All right. So here we go. I've got some grains that are fermenting right here. But literally, once you have your kefir grains, this is actually ready to strain and drink the milk. But you can see the separation between the curds and the whey. And what happens is when you ferment your kefir grains, um, it turns the milk actually eats the lactose and the sugar in your kefir grains, okay? And in your milk. And then what it does is it creates tons of amazing probiotics, which is good bacteria. And there's 2.4 trillion CFUs, colonizing forming units, all right, which is excellent for your body. So excellent for your body, for your skin, for your teeth, for your your nails, your bone structure, everything. Very, very powerful. And also too, if you're looking for endurance, if you're someone who is very low energy or has a hard time sleeping or deals with allergies, you need to be on kefir daily. Okay. So Probiotics are referred to as the live active microorganisms that, when administered in an adequate amount, they have the beneficial effects, okay, which is so important for your body. So I recommend taking 4 to 16 ounces a day, just kind of depending. You don't really need more than that. I do know some people who deal with like Lyme disease, or celiac disease, or even cancer, things like that. And so they take a higher dosage actually throughout the day. And I mean, that's really powerful too. You kind of have to, everyone's different, right? So it really kind of just depends. I mean, I weigh 125. I'm 5'3". I do have a lot of muscle mass though in me. So I'm going to be obviously different than someone who's 6 foot that weighs 250, like a man, or whatever. So really, you really have to look at the levels that you're taking and what works for you, and what works for you best during certain times of the day. Okay. Also too, like, this is kind of amazing to you ladies out there. Like, even when I have my cycle, my menstrual cycle, it literally, I never get cramps, I never get bloating. I literally have my cycle, it comes, it goes. I don't feel any reactions from it. I'm not irritable, I don't get headaches, I don't get the fogginess. And literally it's from taking kefir. Okay. Been on it for about 10 years now. Okay. Probiotics are more fragile, and vulnerable to heat, and may be killed over time. So that's why it is important. Like, a lot of times there's, like, I do have recipes in my book, actually a ton of recipes about, on kefir. But I do not, but what you're doing is you're adding the kefir to your entrees and to your foods. And it's usually afterwards, okay? Because you don't want to get it so hot that you're actually killing the good bacteria, right? The probiotics. So probiotics, they fight the harmful bacteria species presented in the gut, okay? So gut health is so important. It's important to make sure that you're getting your probiotics in your body so that you're able to flatten your belly, okay? And that is why, honestly, like, you might be someone who's trying to lose weight, okay, and you're not excessive eating, and you're getting to the gym pretty regularly, and you're like, why do I still have a puffy belly? Okay, like, why, like, what is going on? Why can't I get rid of this? And a lot of times it's just because of the buildup of the toxins, right, in our belly. All right, so when you drink kefir and you get all of it detoxed out of here, no matter what kind of health program you're on, you're going to be able to rapidly lose the weight and flatten your belly because you're getting a constant detox. Our gut is our second brain. That's how powerful it is. It's literally called our second brain, okay? That's why it's like, if you have an intuition, it's like something doesn't feel right, or your gut instinct, it's your second brain. So it's very important to take care of it. Like, all disease begins in the gut. All disease begins in the gut. I mean, think about it. It's like everything starts in your belly, right? So when you take kefir on a daily basis, you build up those probiotics, literally even your serotonin. So if you suffer from depression, fogginess, what kefir does is it releases the serotonin, okay, those happy hormones. And like, people are like, do you always wake up this happy? And I pretty much do. I think it's just because, I mean, I definitely do a lot of self work. And the great thing too is, when you do join our monthly course, which is only $33 a month, I also have my Divinely Inspired Action program in there as well, where there's 12 modules and videos in there, which is all about really reprogramming your subconscious mind for a great purpose. You know what I mean? Because it's so important, body, soul, mind, and spirit, right? To make sure not only that we're eating well, we're drinking our water. Try to kick the plastic if you can. But drinking your water, taking your kefir, okay, eating clean and organic, But also making sure that, that your mind is being clear. Okay, that's so, so, so important. And really just what you're watching, okay, what you're watching on TV, um, what you're listening to. It literally all goes hand in hand. Oh. Okay, and your body is a temple, so it's very important to take care of it. All right, and on a daily basis. And if you're someone out there where you're like, oh my goodness, I can't do this. I've had this many kids, or I'm of this age, or I have this ailment. You all, I have been through it all, and I promise you, I can help you through it. I have an accountability program, so if you want to learn more about that, just go ahead and message me, and I can send you that information. But I've had so many people go through that and get incredible results. It's a 4-month program, 120 days. I hold you accountable. And not only do we flatten those bellies, but I deal with a lot of people who suffer from addictions. Any kind of addiction, lots of different addictions out there, right? Just because, a lot of times people think it's the mainstream things, which I do deal with as far as drugs and alcohol, but there's a lot more other addictions out there, okay, that I work with my clients on as well. And so if you're looking for a nutritionist that can help you with that, also I have clients that aren't just trying to lean out, but I have clients that, are suffering from anorexia. So we're trying to get the proper foods in their bodies, all right, and to heal the body and to get a little bit of weight back on, okay? So we work with that on a daily basis. And then also, too, I have clients that are trying to build muscle mass, all right, or they're competing, in the NPC like I have. You want a teddy bear? Yeah. Oh, okay. Um, and so it's all over the board. It's all over the board. Okay, so I want to talk about prebiotics for a second. Okay, prebiotics are defined as non-living. Okay, so they're non-digestible. It's a special form of fiber, or carbohydrate, I guess you could say, definitely. The powdered form of prebiotics can survive heat, cold, acid. So it's definitely different from like the probiotics. So probiotics, you definitely want to stay away from the heat for sure. And prebiotics perform their role by nourishing the bacteria that live in the intestines. Okay, so it's really important to know the difference between probiotics and prebiotics. Kefir is a probiotic, okay, and so this is the good bacteria that you're wanting in your body. You're actually wanting about 3 pounds. I know you're like, what? Yeah, you're wanting about 3 pounds of probiotics in your body to actually really just fight off, allergies, viruses. And once you have the kefir grains, okay, I do have a link where we sell kefir grains, but you can get them, like they populate, right? So if you have a friend that has kefir grains, then like within 3 months they should be able to share their grains with you. But you have them forever, okay? And all of ours are all clean and organic. I see you all have some questions here. Hey, okay, I have a problem with my gut. 4 days. Oh, okay. So sometimes my questions fade out. So if that happens, I'll just answer your question afterwards because it did just fade out. But yeah, a lot of times people will have issues with their gut and they don't even know why or what. They don't know if they ate something. A lot of times too, it can be air, water. It can even be molds. Like different people are sensitive to different molds, and so sometimes we don't even know. And also too, like throughout life, we might not have a certain allergy to something like certain dyes in food or monosodium glutamate, things like that. And the next thing you know, our body takes a reaction towards it. All right. I'm also huge. I'm not a gluten-free person because a lot of gluten-free foods still have like a white rice flour in it and tapioca starch and potato starch and tons of sugar, so it's not necessarily good for you. I'm kind of an einkorn berry person, someone who eats really clean, wheat berries that I get flown in from Tuscany, and I grind them myself. I know that's a whole other level of like of like making bread, right? But even like the Ezekiel breads and things like that. So really trying to stay away from anything white flour, okay? And if you're going to do grains, make sure that it's all clean and organic. That's just very, very important. Yes, well, I'm glad you all are drinking kefir. Oh, oh, they're popping up, and now they're fading again. Okay, mwah. I love you guys. If you have any questions or concerns, please go ahead and leave them below. You can also, I'll put my link below if you need my contact information. And also to just really focus on making sure you're getting a little bit of exercise in every day. That's so important, just to get your body moving, and drinking your kefir, getting your water intake in, watching what you're eating. Very, very important for you and for your loved ones. Okay, if this has helped you, please go ahead and like it. And if these videos if they've really worked for you, share them with other people, because a lot of people don't know about this. You know what I mean? They don't know how important it is just to build up those good bacteria in your body, and for you to share that with others is invaluable. It could be exactly what they're looking for, because what you put out is what you attract, and what you're seeking is seeking you. I love you guys.